Absolutely. My name is Caitlin Chappelle, and I'm with Comic Book Resources. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. How you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I know we are short on time, so I will jump straight into it. My first question for you is what appealed to you the most about this role?
Um, I would say the complexity of the character, the depth, the duality, the fact that he is both, in a way, a lost, lonely little boy, but at the same
Hmm.
time a ferocious berserker Viking. I
Hmm.
thought that was quite interesting to kind of as a starting point in trying to create this character.
Thank you. And talking about those complexities, what was one of the biggest challenges you faced when tackling this role in this film?
Um, Technically, the big set pieces,
Hmm.
shooting uh, the action scenes was challenging because we shot it on location
Hmm.
with one camera, no coverage, just one long single shot,
Hmm.
and that was um, just demanded a lot of everyone in front of and behind camera in order to get that right because so many things can go wrong
Hmm.
when you have all these components. And they did, which meant you have to go back and do it from the top. You
Hmm.
couldn't do a pickup. So that was very tough, but
Hmm.
also exciting. It's rare to get to do a big sequence like that and actually get to do once you're in it, actually to
Hmm.
do it till the very end. It's often stop start on a movie. You do bits and
Hmm.
pieces, but to actually get to do it is again challenging and exhausting, but very rewarding at the same time.
Hmm. And I'd love to touch more on what you just talked about the settings, shooting on location. What was one of your favorite memories from shooting at this location?
Um, so many, so many great memories. That the locations were spectacular. We shot around Northern Ireland, up on the mount in the mountains and on the coast. We shot
Hmm.
in Iceland to shoot in the midst of that thermal activity.
Hmm.
It's an extraordinary landscape and a real privilege to be out there and
Hmm.
it's so beautiful.
Hmm. And this is your first time working with Robert as a director. I would love to know what about his directing style really stood out to you?
Um, I would say the amount of research, the fact that
Hmm.
Rob, when we first met 5 years ago, he already knew a lot about Norse mythology and
Hmm.
Viking culture, but in the process of developing the movie, Robert basically became a Viking scholar, a
Hmm.
historian. He um, learned so much and went so deep into the mythology of the Vikings and the Viking mindset and um, his attention to detail in prep, but also in building the sets and but
Hmm.
also when shooting the movie. The accuracy, the specificity of it was quite extraordinary,
Hmm.
um, and gave me confidence because I knew that he would never compromise or settle.
Hmm.
He would keep going until it was perfect and he had what he needed. Um, and I felt very safe in that environment, knowing that he's going to get exactly what is demanded
Hmm.
from this scene. And it was challenging because again, you can't really fix it in post. You can't
Hmm.
cut around stuff or tighten the scene if the pacing isn't right. You have to. It's exactly what we shot on the day is exactly what the audience will see a year later. So that was it was important in finding the musicality, the tonality of it, of
Hmm.
the scenes, uh, and again, quite a challenge, but also it exhilarating.